the box is done. At least this side of the box is done. We're going to steam something just to see how good it works. This is my pattern here in case I want to paint the exact same thing ever again. I doubt it, but you never know. So we'll save the pattern. And I'm going to paint stun hanger or something on the other side. I'm going to pinstripe the top here. Maybe. It's pretty rough. This was probably one of the harder signs I've ever done because of the texture. It was terrible. But we got it. So it's done. So wait for a few people to come back on here. And I'll do the reveal on the box on what it looks like. And then for the rest of the day, I'm going to do some cleaning. I'm going to try to get this place halfway straightened out anyway. All right, we get one more person in. We'll show you what it looks like, and then we'll set up the steam generator and steam something. I got some letters I'm going to put on the front where it says hot. Like, duh. But you never know. And we got two now. Okay, let me show you what it turned out like. It's usable. I mean, you want perfect, buy a sticker. Let's see how that looks on camera. I got a couple little things. There's a little thing right there I'll pick off when it's dry. But let me walk over here and look at it. Yeah, it's fair enough. Not absolutely perfect, but like I said, if you want perfect, buy a sticker. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Yeah, this is a Rockler steam generator. Part number OU812. I have no idea what it is. And we're going to plug it in. I used it the other day to steam my flap. And I got no idea how long it's going to take to heat up, but we're going to heat it up and see if we can bend a piece of wood in the opposite direction of where it's the way I want, the way we're normally going to bend it. Oh, shoot, I got to go down and get the Pyrex disc. So this hose screws on the back of the box. Just like that. So in a minute or two, we'll have steam coming out. But I need to walk downstairs and get the Pyrex dish to set the feet in, because it's got a weep hole back here and it's going to pee on the table. So give me a second. I'll be right back. Up and down, up and down. All right, I forgot what I got this thing for, but now I know. I was charging batteries in it, but we'll put it right there to catch the water that's going to drain off. And now normally when you bend wood for modeling, you bend it this way. Well, this bends pretty easy this way. I'm going to steam this and try to bend it this way and see how tight it'll bend. Because I'm going to do a molded fuselage, and it's going to be strange how this is going to work. I'm going to carve a plug. So the plug will look, just pretend a baseball bat. That would be fine. And in that baseball bat will be the motor mounts. And I'm going to mount the motor mounts to the glass. I'm going to mold this thing around that baseball bat. So it's got to be able to do, that thing's got to be like a noodle. And then we'll put some 1/2 ounce glass cloth inside and outside on it anyway. And how I'm going to set that up is I'm going to mount the motor to the glass on a pedestal. So the fuselage will be sticking back this way off the workbench with no wing in it. Then I will mark 0 for the thrust line and the wing line. And then cut the slot and slide the beam in. You know, it'll all be built together, but the fuselage will be all in one piece, completely molded into like an egg. It's going to be a quite complicated process. Let's see, is this thing on? I don't want to sit here and wait for this, but it ain't even on. Put it down in this plug I know is on. Okay. So it's kind of like watching paint dry. We're just waiting on the steam. Let's see, we got some chatters there. Yeah, they're all right. I was better 40 years ago. You got to practice, just like practicing the pattern. By the time I do this another 20 times, I'll be back to normal. Come on. It's instructions. I hear it working. Okay. Fill tank to max level. Secure cap. Ensure hands are dry when connecting the plug. I already did that. Okay, we should start getting some steam here shortly. Let me switch to the other one while we're waiting on this other camera, and I'll show you how we're going to load this. Yep, I hear it going. I have mounted this to the workbench, so I got to take this off so I can move it around. Here's inside the box. I'll set that in there like so. Close this up. I hear it going. Now, just like a tea kettle, the way I got it set, this thing should start whistling out of here as soon as there's enough steam in there. Let me get a drink of water. I gotta go out in the car and get another 6-pack of water. Put it in this. Put her in the fridge. So I set this on the floor. It's got an automatic shut off on it. Ooh, that water is getting hot already. I think we'll just wait. We'll just wait. So we got one vote of confidence on the lettering from Terry. That's good. I hope you guys like it. I hope you enjoyed the little deal. If I was really into it, I'd got spackled and spackled all them holes and then sanded and bondoed and cleared it and all that other BS. But you know, it's just a wood box. I just thought I'd put something fun on there or something to fill time. I could have put a sticker on there. Took about 2 minutes. But that ain't me. I just can't do it. Sendo the bando, you bet. Hey, go look at Carl Fisher's channel. I guess he's up in Canada, same place Bad Chad's at. Bad Chad needs to take a lesson from Carl Fisher. That kid is good. He's hammer forming shit and hydroforming this and oh man. Of course we got a phone call. I'm online. Hello. Hello. Probably a house scam. Let's see. Want to buy your house? Yeah, okay, great. She's a rolling, I hear it. It's exactly right. Spam, see? Suspected spam. They know when I'm online. They just start calling. By my house. So we got took about 15 minutes for this thing to start going. Let's see if there's any steam inside there in the box. Not yet. Not yet. I'm happy I got that. It really worked good for steaming that twist in the flap out. I'm going to be doing some more repair on that airplane. It's got a fillet that's bubbling, so I'm going to dig it out and replace the fillet. Never-ending garbage. Plus, I got to paint the scallops on the rudder. I got the white on there, but I need to do the scallops. So maybe we'll do that project after we steam bend this. This is probably going to take an hour. So if you're not into it for an hour, you can sign out and come back later. But if you got nothing better to do, please stick around for the whole video. Ooh, it's hot. Can you guys hear it? Yeah, I think my $70 box turned out nice. Let's hope it works. Cost of wood is ridiculous. $11 for a 1x8. I was gonna make it out of fence pickets, but decided nah, I'll just do it like this. If I'd have made it out of fence pickets, it would have cost 3, 6, 12 bucks. But it wouldn't be big enough for what I need to do. I'm just hoping that this thing puts out enough steam to fill that box. Because in the instructions, they're talking about a box that's 4 inches square or 6 inches square or something. Recap and door. Note the rear cap. It's starting to make steam now because it's coming down to a dull roar. Let's see here. Uh-huh. I could have added another row of dowels in there. We might have to remake one. 2 rows of dowels and done both skins at the same time. I hear it working now. It's percolating. It says the steam box sizing. The practical limitation on the size of the steam box is how much steam you have available to heat it. The efficiency of the box for heating and staying hot. Individual results vary, but boxes larger than 6 by 6 by 4 foot or thicker materials may require compensation to achieve sufficient steam energy, as described in the following sections. I like it. We're only bending 3/32 wood, so I don't have to worry about. General rule of thumb is each inch of material thickness requires 1 hour of steaming. So 1 hour divided by 16. Let's see here. Let's see here. How long should this take to do? One divided by 16. It should be done in about 8 minutes. Once the steam starts rolling out. I know the thing's messy because yesterday it peed on the floor. Ooh, it's hot. We're happy. It's boiling. I can see it boiling in the bottom. I wonder if it's got a stinger as an element, you know, just 2 wires moving down into the water with a coil on it. Huh. So did my puppy. Yeah. I got a handle I'm going to put on the door too. Maybe. I'll put the stainless steel handle on the door. Why buy one when you can get the whole case of them? Put that stainless steel handle on the door. Yep, it's just long enough. Screws. I won't do that right now, but that finishes that off. That'll look good. That'll look good. Oh yeah, it's getting hot in there. You can really hear it inside there. Growling. So I guess I could take that $1 and put that around. I didn't cut it to shape. I just kind of want to see how much steam it puts out and if it's going to work for what I want it to do. So I'm not really making anything. I'm just softening some wood, see how it works. Experimenting. I do that a lot. Says here, larger steam boxes. The larger the steam box, the greater the volume of steam required to maintain the temperature. I just don't see that it's going to be a factor for me. A simple solution is to use 2 steam generators at the same time for greater volume. However, there are a few other things that can be done to extend the efficiency of existing steam. Heating up the steam box itself can take a significant volume of steam energy. You can preheat the steam box and then replenish your steam generator while you load the workpieces in the box for final steaming. Okay, that makes sense. To reduce the amount of steam energy lost to heating the box, reduce the thickness of the box material, I don't know how that would work, and insulate the exterior of the box. However, make sure the insulation is capable of sustaining at least a 212 Fahrenheit temperature. I think it'll be fine just as is. Oh yeah, box is getting warm. See, how you use this thing is what I'll be doing when I'm on streaming, when I'm getting ready to do this project, is I'll start this steam box in the other room and let it cook or whatever. Already have the wood cut and loaded in there, and then come back to the bench and be working on something else while it's doing its thing. And then when it should whistle, I might put a meat thermometer in it too to see when it's up to temperature. Of course, I could heat it with a heat gun inside there. It's getting warm. I'm anxious to see what it's going to do. Oh, I see it peeing out the front door there. We're going to have to make a better seal, I think. No, that ain't it. Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm going to need a better seal on the door. It's peeing out the back now, too. I see it drip back there. That's good. Of course, I may need another one, too. I don't know. have to caulk that all up back there. Oh yeah. Maybe it ain't never gonna whistle. Getting pretty moist in there though, so this should work. We'll check it here in a little bit. Ow, hot. Now I got to figure out where am I going to put this thing. Door end should be higher, huh? Yeah, we can do that. Yow. Yeah, it's gonna whistle. That's starting to whistle out the front door. There as is. Let's see what they had for measurements on them legs. And they didn't have any measurements. Ain't no measurements here. It says the steam box should be as small as possible while still accommodating all of your work pieces. The smaller the box, the less steam energy to bring it to temperature and keep it there. The box should also have flow-through design that allows steam to enter. It says don't glue it, but I glued it. Oh well. Yeah. I guess I could add some extensions on them legs, sliders. Which, if I gotta take it apart, it's not a big deal. I think I can make a better door for it. Well, I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna. It's getting hot. It's getting hot. What can I use to prop that up some more? I don't have any boards in here. I don't know. We'll just wait.
Need a better seal on there, though.
I think what I'm going to do is take it out in the garage to my table saw and saw and plane that in and make the door front fit. You know, recess so it fits in really well. Right now it's just a simple box. I think I can do that. Make a new door. Well, anything else going on in the world while we're waiting for the steam to generate? We might be making all kind of stuff with this thing. It works. That hose is hot. It's weeping out the side here. Gotta have a better seal on it. Can smell that polyacrylic. Phew! Stinks. Hot up here. Yeah, we'll let it steam some more. Much as I'm anxious to get it done. I wanted to give it the best possible chance. Now you can do hardwood like this. So you can take it apart and make other shapes out of it, but this is the shape I'm going to use. I might get another steam generator though and put twice the steam in it, depending on how this works. We might do that. But I am going to remake the front door so that it seals better. I won't do that on camera. I'll do it out in the garage. So I got a cabinet shop in the garage, so haven't been out there since it got hot. You guys didn't see the tables. I made some nightstands out of 3 2x4s. They look like fine furniture. Got a drawer in it and everything. 3 2x4s milled down. They're, I don't know, 1/2 inch thick. Material glued together, planed. Can do a lot with 2x4s. I didn't realize it. But I got no money, so I got to kind of make do. Well, I'm anxious. Let's see what it looks like. See if it's going to bend. Yeah. Yeah, we need a better seal. The seal stuck to this. It's so hot, it's ridiculous. Gonna have to redo that seal with some type of go. It would need to stay in there a little longer. Now I've let the heat out of the thing. So we know that 20 minutes is not long enough. Not really soft enough. I mean, it'll bend with the grain real easy, but not what I want. Not what I want. Should have filled that tank all the way up. I need a better seal on the door. One that fits better. Pretty boring. It's steaming again, though. It's coming out the door, so. Tell you this, I better get an oven mitt to deal with this stuff. I'm pretty tough, but I don't think I can handle that burn. That thing's really hot. Yeah. So we need a meat thermometer. Remake the door. Better rubber seal instead of these foam window seals. I should have spent the 15 bucks instead of the $4 on this crap. Tell you what, the paint will be dry though, because it's damn hot. It's damn hot. I'll make a stun hanger pattern for the other side. Put stun hanger on it. Got to do that hot on the front of the door just in case people are stupid enough not to know. Hey, it's probably pretty warm there. No, it's steaming. I'll just let her go. I don't think it's gonna whistle like a tea kettle. But it could be wrong. "47 minutes in. It's gonna take an hour. We'll wait the extra 13 minutes, pull it out, and see if we got. I mean, it was softer, but that, and I only filled the tub up to here. It should be up to here. I didn't think about it. That the more water you got, the more steam you'll make. This is a first for me. Like I say, I normally do this in the bathtub, but seeing that Steve's gonna come over here and do his crossfire and all that, we'll get. I put this box together for that. Plus, I want to do a molded project. I also think that this door is going to warp like crazy because it's warping right now. So if I do it the other way, using two pieces glued together, so one inside the other, that would probably be better. Probably gonna have to reposition the hinges. It ain't nothing. We'll get it figured out. Sanded down a rev up prop for refinishing. This is my prop I used this weekend. They get scubby, looking pretty old. What do you think of the price on this? Old school steam bending for 5 cents. It's about where it's at now. It's coming out the door real good now. It may whistle. I see people hopping off of here because it's not exciting, and I understand. This is not a educational. It is educational, but it's not a exciting educational. This is an experiment. We'll go another 10 minutes and I'll take it out and try to bend it. It'll bend how we normally bend. It's really soft with the grain, but I like to bend it against the grain to see how it works. You leave a 2x4 in there long enough, you can bend that. It'd be in there 2.5 hours, but you'd be able to bend it. Be in there 2 hours and 15 minutes. Is that right? No, it's 1 3/4, so it'll be just under 2 hours to bend a 2x4. Well, we lost 90% of the people off here already. I do apologize that it's not exciting, but it's just an experiment to see how it works. I'm doing it so you don't have to. Okay, what are we down to? 3 people watching now? 9. Huh. The seal on the oven door for it to seal the door. Yeah, I could get an oven door seal, yeah. It's gonna have to be a rubber seal, not a foam seal. That foam just basically melted in there. Ooh, it's really coming out of there now. It's not ever gonna whistle out the front with it escaping the side like this. Ouch. But I can see the doors already bowing like that with the cupping with the grain. So I'm going to have to flip that over and do it the other way, and make it so that it goes inside. It's going to have 2 pieces on there. It'll be 2-inch thick door instead of a 1-inch thick door, 3/4, whatever it is. Because that ain't going to work. About another minute, we'll take it out and bend it. And if it don't bend, I know it'll do what it needs to do. I want to do it something that it doesn't need to do. Scott Baird, what does he have to say? Letters look great. ISO 12 to the laminate wing tips and such, but maybe try steam sometime. Steam works good. You know, I could try soaking it in water and then putting it in a steam box. Because I want it to be wet, you know, limber like a noodle, so I can mold that fuselage. And another thing is maybe more water in my steam generator. Because every one it said fill it up to the max, and I only filled it up to about right there. Max is up here. This thing's hot. says caution hot, 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, let's take it out of the box, and because I only want to run the stream for an hour. See the seal? Garbage. Oh yeah, that'll work. That'll work. See, it'll fold this way really nice, but I need it to go this way too. Broke. So maybe with a few modifications, we can get it to do what I want it to do. But it's really soft this way. Really soft. So that'll do it. But I need a new seal and a new door. I'm going to make the door 2 pieces, one to fit inside this. Boy, it warped that up already. I'm going to have to pull that down and screw it some more on the end. Must have got really hot in there. You see that right there? That was flush when we started. And it was glued. It won't beat me though. Okay, interesting. I have to put some more screws in the thing. Interesting. I can't move that camera back because it's drilled into the workbench. So we need to do this. I've got screws. Man. Oh, it pulled out because I don't even have a screw in it. I forgot to put it back in. Got a split going on there. I think it's going to split again when I put a screw in it. Yeah, split. Split right there. How are we going to get that to stop? I guess fill it full of CA. Might have to build a band around the front, metal band. Keep it from coming undone. That steam is some powerful shit. So we'll do this. Steam may be powerful, but so is CA. That should do it. I need my belt sander to take the door off and belt sand that square. I'm not gonna cut it off. I just belt sand it. But we need a new seal. That should have did it. Got a crack right there. Okay. Well, I know what I need now. I need a rubber door seal. I need a new door. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my belt sander and we'll sand this flash, make it really good seal. This door is cupped like this because the grain is cupped like that. I wasn't even thinking. I could have turned it over and used the other side, the other direction, but didn't even think of it. Didn't know how powerful this was going to be, but it's proved its point to me. I'll get the belt sander, sand this flush. I might put a face on it too to make it a really tight door seal. Because this thing here is it's not going to work. It's not going to last. I'll tell you what. That can't even think of it now. The finish that I put on this is good and dry. It's hotter than hell. Put over a steam vent and cook their food. I believe it. I believe it. Anyway, this was an experiment. It's a successful experiment. I mean, look at that. That thing's already formed and bent and stayed that way. I wanted it to bend against the grain, and it probably will if I leave it in the steam box longer. I just didn't want to bore you guys to death waiting on it to cook. I know now that I need to fill the pot up all the way, because it's only down here and the maximum is up here, and the instructions say fill it to the maximum. I didn't read the instructions. So fill that up. I know I need a better door seal and a better sealing door. So we'll work on that off camera. But this is going to make super skins. I mean, this is already dry. See, when you soak this stuff in the bathtub and bend it, it takes a week for it to dry out. But this is already dry because it wasn't wet to begin with. It was just steam. I mean, it's a little damp, but nothing like a leading edge when I take them out. That's going to work good. It's going to work good for the purpose that we use steam for, but I wanted to push the limit to see if I could get it to bend, you know, against the grain, and it probably will. And this was no big choice piece of wood either. It was 6 pounds. So I'm happy. I mean, needs a little work, a little fine tuning, but it'll be fine. Remake the door. Go to Lowe's and get some rubber hinge. Spend the $15 and get the rubber hinge stuff that screws on instead of sticks on. No, this seal that I used is stuck on with two-sided tape. The heat just softened the tape and it comes right off. So I'll get a rubber seal. I think it's an aisle 13. I'll get a rubber seal that screws on, but I want to make a better door and a better door seal. So that's what we're going to do. Now I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to go to the store and boy, it twisted that too. Shit. That polyacrylic is, I mean, it's dry, but it feels, I'm going to abuse this. I can see this coming already. This is something else. Maybe if I put a nail in there, help hold that down, or white glue maybe. Gorilla Glue is shit. It doesn't hold. It says that it did, but it doesn't. It says waterproof, doesn't say steam proof. I bet if I'd have C8'd it, it wouldn't have broke. Yeah. All right, well, thanks for watching. Our hour's up, hour and 10 minutes. I'll go do something even if it's wrong and get this thing all fixed. I gotta straighten this place up too, so we may not be back till 7 o'clock tonight when I have all this sorted out. That door drooped 3/8 of an inch from the steam because it was on there square when it started. and it drooped 3/8 of an inch. Isn't that something? Yeah, you could probably cook in it, stick it in there, except the polyacrylic's in there. Might get sick. I'm sure after a year or so of cooking, it'll be all right. All right, thanks for watching. I'll be back after a bit when I get all the problems sorted out. So we'll see you then. And then I will start the steam generator before I come on. And we should have it sorted out by then. So fair winds, tight lines. See ya.